Hi all, welcome to Sunday afternoon pick a pile. But I wanted to do it a little bit differently. Definitely going to timestamp this because I may run over and have to go over onto YouTube. Okay, first things first. I am going to label them, so you will need to probably pause the video at some point, okay, and choose. Okay, pile number one is if you and your other person are in a conflict right now. That means you were fighting and you broke up. What could you expect? Pile number two is if there's nothing, no communication, no nothing, nothing. You know what nothing is? Nothing. And last pile is if somebody walked away from you. Okay, so only you know what makes sense. I am going to label them. At some point, I'm going to see if I can put the banners up, but you know what? Sometimes it's difficult. So you're going to have to be big girls and boys, and you're going to have to pause the video, and you're going to have to choose what pile you want. But we are starting with pile number one, the pile of conflict. So we're going to move these out of the way. I even got a hidden truth for everybody. And we're going to concentrate on one card at a time. So the Five of Wands is a card of conflict. It's usually a card of conflict within yourself, or it's a card of conflict with you and somebody else. Sometimes a group of people, but not always. Okay. And it never seems to go right. Okay. Sometimes people have taken Five of Wands as a card of, playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, people are out there just all having fun. I've never taken it as that. I got to tell you the truth. Nope. Can't say I have in all my years. So if you are in conflict right now, let me move these out of the way, with a significant person, think about that person, then this pile may be for you. Okay. So first card up is the Strength card. Now, either you or the other person may be a Leo. Doesn't have to be, though. The Strength card tells us that, of course, you have the strength to handle anything, but what you need to do is you need to stop trying to control the situation. See how she's holding his mouth? She's trying to control what happens with it a little bit too much, and I think that's what you could be doing right now. This person is pretty stubborn. So for you to make him or her act or behave in a certain manner is just an exercise in futility. So cut it out. So if you're not a Leo or they're a Leo, you're just trying to control the situation. And I'm going to even use the word manipulate. So you're trying to manipulate. Okay, this is coming from your perspective. The Three of Pentacles tells me it could be a third-party situation, although it doesn't have to be. But one other thing it tells me too is that somebody else is going to get involved in this. Okay? Now, that could mean a couple different things. Usually when I get the Three of Pentacles, rarely is it is, but rarely is it three people. It's more like you have mutual friends and your friend decides that they're going to help you guys get back together because they think you're meant to be, and they and they think it's wonderful. So they are going to intervene. You could even ask a friend to intervene, or the other person can ask them to intervene. Okay? And just so you know, I drew 3 cards for everybody, for every pile. So the Two of Pentacles tells me that there's some choice to be involved. All right? So maybe this person here who you want back in your life and you were always in conflict with, maybe they decided to go see if the grass was greener. Maybe they decided to go see if something else was out there that could be better suited to them. But only to find out that, nope, they still have feelings for you, and they know that they cannot be successful in another relationship as long as they still care about you and think about you. That's a very lonely life, to be with someone else but long for someone else. So I do think that there's going to be an outside influence that helps you. Now, usually, like I said, I get a a third party, like I get a, like a friend. So I feel a friend. Rarely I call the third person helping the universe. I just don't get it with the Three of Pentacles. I feel it's more in this world. So I feel like you're going to get some outside help because this person really isn't sure what to do. They keep, juggling. Should I do it? Shouldn't I? But they may have somebody else in their life, but they're finding this other person that they have in their life is not well suited to them. Okay. All right. So then they say, I wish I could share my good news with you. So that tells me that this person that you were in conflict with has finally accomplished something in their life that maybe the two of you talked about. Okay. Maybe they've had a goal to get a different job, to finish school, whatever the case may be, buy a home, and they feel very successful, but they're also feeling very empty because they're not able to share this good news with you. So I feel this person that you're in separation from has a lot of good news to share with you. Like they've done so many things and they've worked very hard, and now they feel it's time to share it with the one they love. And unfortunately, I think the person they're with is really not the one that they want to share it with. Now, I think fire definitely and earth are in here, but that doesn't mean other signs aren't in here. It's kind of hard to, we don't know what's in everybody's chart. So it's kind of hard when we say, what signs are here. All right, that was the first one. Number one, if you chose number one, that was number one. Number two is no communication, nada, nothing. And I laugh. And you may have also blocked each other on social media, but you still want to put the work in. Like you're just looking at it going, oh, is it ever going to happen? When's it going to happen? We worked so hard on this relationship, or maybe you worked so hard on this relationship. Let's think about it. We only see one person with a rake. Okay, so rake, or is that a hoe? Get it? So we don't know who's exactly put in the work. Was it you or them? I'm thinking it's who's ever watching this video. You've kind of put in the work. Okay. Oh, I got to write this down. Hold on. If I have to timestamp it, I'm so bad at this stuff. Okay. So I feel like with the no communication, nothing, I feel like, let's see, we're using the Mythic Tarot deck for this one. And let me know if you like this sort of reading and stuff, because I definitely can do more of these. I was going to do the Queens, Ask the Queens, but I don't know. Try something different. So the Ace of Pentacles tells me, I love this. This is our merman or man-murd, or however they call it, comes out of the water. Okay. And they're like, all right, it's been quiet, quiet, quiet. And they're like, I'm going to throw this pentacle on this. So this person comes out of nowhere because we didn't expect them to come up from water. Could be male or female. Don't get caught up. And they have a big offer. They're like, you know what? I got a big offer. And the thing with the Ace of Pentacles is it's not a one-hit wonder. So it's not like... it's not like getting, a once a year bonus. It's like getting an every week raise. So it's good in that respect. So it shows you and tells you that you have consistency. Okay. And with the Empress, I feel like they've been gone for a long time. So you, my dear, or male, doesn't make a difference, have evolved. So you are no longer just an Empress, just a queen, but now you're an Empress. So you're like, I could do a lot on my own. I don't know if I really need you now. Maybe thanks for the offer, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to think about it a little bit. Yeah, these are all certain things that you're going to be thinking about. Because don't forget, this person here was this person here. And they sat for a long time. And then they realized, wow, I grew all these on my own. Huh, and you were nowhere to be found, sucker. So, yeah, I definitely feel they'll come back with an offer, but a lot of you may be saying, you kind of left me alone for a long time. And that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder? Well, not in this case. No, I don't think it happened in this case. I think It broke your heart to be alone, but I think then it heals your heart to be alone. And the Seven of Wands is all about choice. And you're like, your behavior was really bad. And you just up and you left me. And I sat there waiting and waiting and waiting. And now all of a sudden, I have choices. Seven of Wands is choices. And a little bit, finding out what's going on and overcoming things. The biggest thing about a Seven of Wands is you're overcoming adversity. So you say to yourself, you left me alone. And I definitely overcame so much, which made me stronger. Yeah, I don't know if I want you in your pentacle and your fishtail. Not sure. Not sure if I want that. Not sure if I need that, because now I'm stronger now. So that makes us a little bit more mindful of our decisions, doesn't it? Puts us in a place of thinking, maybe I chose you at a weak moment. Maybe you should have grabbed me when you had me, because I was in a weak place. But now you're an Empress. And last card, the Hidden Truth. I lost myself for a little while. Well, that could all be true. It could be, because everybody does need to find themselves. Don't forget, you as the Empress, you found yourself. But are you finding yourselves on the same page? That may be the difference. Are you guys on the same page? So I feel, to sum this reading up with the no communication, the no nothing, I feel you were left totally abandoned, alone. You kept waiting and looking and hoping, because look at this person here. Whoops. They are looking in a sea of pentacles. They had patience, because don't forget, this is a card of patience. So they had a lot of patience. And in the interim, they grew. They didn't even know what was happening. You didn't even know you were growing. Every day you grew, you grew, you grew, and you took your adversity and you used it in your favor. So I think this person here will come back with an offer. I'm not sure this Ace of Pentacles will trump the Empress. I don't think it will. But then again, I'm not you. I'm only me. All right, let's move on. We are at walked away. So let's get this one back here. Okay, so this person decided to just, after maybe you've put in all the work in the relationship, I got to timestamp this, 12, okay. Maybe after you've put in all the effort in this relationship, this person decided to take their ball and go home. I don't want to play anymore. I'm done. I'm good. Yeah, I know you fell in love with me, but I'm good. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm just going to pick up and I'm going to go. And they don't have to stay with you. I mean, that's for sure. But maybe it was the way they did it. So I feel like you didn't see it coming, because don't forget, the head is buried here. So I feel like they walked away and you didn't see it coming. So I feel like it came out of, what do they say, left field? Okay. So let's see. We have our Robin Wood deck. So I feel for the longest time you were my deer in a headlight. Like you didn't, wait, what happened? Where'd he go? Where'd she go? Wait, I don't get it. I don't get it. What happened? I'm confused. And the Eight of Swords tells us you've built up a level of anxiety. Because don't forget, the Eight of Swords, swords are all about our thought process. And, whoops, sorry about that. And we're anxious. Like, it just makes us anxious and everything. So I think you went for a long amount of time and you were very, very anxious. Okay. So I feel for some, not for all, and we're not going to go into what signs are here. They're all here. As far as you know, they're all here. So I feel their absentee at first had made you very, very anxious. Very anxious. And you almost felt like you were tied in, but this girl's not tied in. But your thoughts and your anxiety kept you closed in. Because again, you couldn't wrap your head around it or make peace with it, why this relationship ended. Especially when you gave so much. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups, you're starting to close your heart off. Not entirely. You got to remember, she has a hanky over there. Some emotions can still get into that heart, which is the cup is the heart. But are you really ready to let that come in? Okay. Because unfortunately, because of this walking away, you really don't trust. Okay, you just don't trust not just that person who did it to you, but in general, you don't trust. It's understandable, but you don't want that to predict the rest of your life because forever's a long time. You want to be able to trust again. You want to be able to have a level of respect, loyalty with a relationship. But this person, unfortunately, for whatever reasons, decided to walk away. Okay. And some people find it easier to just slam the door, no explanation, no warning signs, no nothing, just ripping that band-aid off. And that's what I feel happened here. But unfortunately, they left behind a very untrusting person, which is you, because Seven of Swords behind you. I think even if you have opportunities with other people, you're always looking and waiting for the other shoe to drop. So I don't think the other shoe is going to drop. I really don't. I think that this person still wants you. I think they need to work on themselves because and it could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be, because anybody who can just pick up and leave and not say goodbye or, you know what, we're just not a match or whatever the case, whatever terminology or verbiage they want to use, definitely needs to work on themselves. They feel like, it's easier just to sneak out the back door. So I do think there is a level of they still want you, but I think the biggest thing in this reading, if you've picked this pile, is to learn your self-value, okay? And not to let them ruin it for everyone else, because right now you're in the mode of not trusting, really not wanting to give your heart, and you don't want that because you don't want to miss an opportunity for love. Not that you ever would, because I always say that spirit and the universe don't bring in love until it's really, until they know you're ready, okay? They know you're ready. All right, my dears. This was fun. Leave your comments. I know you will. Let me know if you like it. If you don't, it's the only way I know how to do readings, if you guys tell me what you like and what you don't like. If you go over to YouTube, the entire video will be there. It will be timestamped for the other two readings. Obviously, the first one starts at the beginning. If I cut off the second reading, you're going to have to go over to YouTube. Sorry, nothing I could do about it. It's Sunday. I'll be back tomorrow, Monday morning with coffee and tarot time. Everybody, have a great day.